what's the FREESIC about? FREESIC is about interoperability, but that's not the first project in the domain. The consortium, or most part of the consortium, did together. The first project was the Secricom, which provided an efficient tool, technical tool for interoperable communication. It worked, but we recognize that there are other problems than technical, which can prevent the implementation, the efficient implementation of the interoperability. And there are non-technical obstacles, such as different processes. There are cultural differences between the different agencies, and also there are different sensibility of the security. Usually, ambulances and fire brigades do not really care about the security. They need to save lives. In the police services, it's a little tricky, so they're much more. They don't want to be intercepted and so on. Additional obstacle can be at the setting out of the interoperability, the intellectual property rights of the system integrators. When I need to create a bridge between two agencies, I need the specifications from the system integrator in order that he provide it to me, but he's reluctant to do that because it's his intellectual property. What we did in the FREESIC, we come up with a principle which is somehow mixing together, which is creating a fusion of the telephone exchange systems with the social networks. Telephone exchange system means that FREESIC represents or acts as a network which is created not for the communications, but for the interoperability. So this is something like a network of networks thing. While the operation of such system is done by the agencies themselves on a web, on LinkedIn or Facebook, like a social networking tool, as we will show it later. Another aspect of the FREESIC is an open gateway. As I said, usually system integrators are reluctant to provide specifications of their interfaces. They are reluctant to share their codes. In the FREESIC, we are providing the specification, we are providing the sample implementations of the interfaces, so they can easily develop adapters and to be connected to the FREESIC. And once they are connected to the FREESIC, they can be potentially interoperable with any other agency who's already connected to the FREESIC. So to this network of WhatsApp. What we would like to achieve in the project, to give it to the emergency responder agencies to set up interoperability without major investments. We can achieve that concept is used that all the agencies will use their existing infrastructures, existing terminals. That means no new terminals need to be procured by the agency. No new infrastructure has to be built. Each officer will use the terminals is used to, so no additional training is needed for the field officers. And other thing we'd like to provide with the project, there will be a social network of emergency responder agencies in order to set up the interoperability. But once they have this social network tool, they can use it for other things as well, for sharing information and so on. And to do it in a way to make it really usable, really close to the end users, the project consortium did a wide consultations with end users. More than 50 end users were approached in more than 10 countries. be running in servers which are connected to mesh network, and they are placed in different countries. It should provide a real robustness. If one of the countries are down, there are still other servers in other countries which keep the system on. And around the core, we can see the client infrastructure which are foreseen to be connected to the FREESIC system in the frame of the project. We will do for sure the Tetra network, the Tetra network from where we have Tetra network from Czech Republic, Tetra network from Slovakia, Secricom from UK, and also other kind of networks from Belgium and Luxembourg. That's the consortium. That's 9 partners from 6 countries. Those 6 countries also represent the end users. All the partners were in charge of approaching end users in his own country. So we have the feedback from end users from UK. UK is not significant because we have the user organization, non-profit organization, the British Association of Public Safety Communication Officers, but also from other countries. We have feedback from end users from Spain, from Poland, from Czech Republic, Slovakia, Luxembourg. Via Luxembourg, we have the feedback also from Belgium and from Germany and France, and so on. One of the principal innovation of the FREESIC is the collaboration web. The collaboration web is a tool which is used to operate the system. For terminals, but they can be terminals, they can be logical roles, they can be also groups of communication inside an agency. So I have defined, me as article, I have defined those four roles. I have also certain groups already defined, and if I need to set up, for example, there is an incident that I need to set up a certain group. I have already set up 4, but let's say I'm going to set up a 5th one. Let's give test 7. Done. Okay, that's created, and I'll click to it and assign roles. And now I see my roles, but I see also the roles of others. So there is 1 role of Secricom, there's 3 roles of PubGo. And I can just very easily set up a toll group, assign, and a toll group is set up at this moment. That's a proof of concept we are showing now. It's not connected with the communication infrastructure, but in June we will have the demonstration of the overall capability. Then at this moment, toll group is created. They can talk by push to talk. There are other things, scenarios. Again, there is nothing defined yet. But what will be here? There will be standby groups which can be created following certain contingency plans. That what will happen if there is a first fire? What will happen if there is a train crash? They can set up standby groups which are not active, but if the given type of incident happens, with one click they can be activated. And all the officers can communicate together. In order to show
Mesdames et messieurs, une conférence du ministère de l'Intérieur sur la politique d'achat et d'innovation des services de sécurité intérieure se déroulera à 11h15 dans les ateliers exposants situés à l'entrée de la levée.
And we have a device called Siren Toll connected by this computer. We this client exists for iPhone as well, and we are not using the iPhone because the data connection here is really crowded. So it would need a relatively fine data connection, which is not a problem normally in the space, but here it's crowded. Or Wi-Fi connection, which is even more crowded in this space. In the exhibition, therefore, instead of this iPhone, we are using a normal computer, which has a connection, which is stable. And now we will show that we are able to talk together. So I will say something that's a push code. I will say something into it. We can hear it also. This device is used for monitoring. So all the communication in the call group can be heard there. Here is Paris. Calling Prague. Please tell us something about the weather in Prague. Thank you. Over. Here we have the video from Prague.
Tell again.
Prague, please tell us something about the weather in Prague. And now he's talking. Tetra. And we now demonstrated three new technologies, Secricom, voice over IP, we could program certain button, but it's not done. This was created just that it's connected to the call group in order to listen to communication in the call group. But we cannot say anything via this phone. Normally, on full duplex, we could say. So in full duplex, we can call the Secricom and we can talk to each other using this phone. But for push-to-talk communication, it's used only for monitoring. So that's the presentation.